If you have been trying to quit porn for a while now, you have probably noticed that during some relapses, you just give in right away. Kind of like you have absolutely no control of your own and you just give up. Well, today we are going to talk about exactly that, so stay with me here because this video is going to be a good one.
Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Yeah, a real voice and person behind this video, who has been involved in the porn addiction community for 13 years now. So if you're getting tired of all these fake AI videos out there, consider subscribing.
Okay, so there are several kinds of relapses, and today we are going to look more at the ones where you not necessarily feel a lot of urges, but you just feel kind of empty and grey, and then you suddenly just seemingly give up right away. Now, these kind of relapses are so nasty because, well, they make you feel like you are your own worst enemy. The first thing you should do is to come up with a name for that state of mind. It could be whatever, and I'm going to just call it the sucky void in this video. So, what do you do when you face that sucky void? How do you deal with it? Well, what you need to understand here is that no matter what kind of relapse we are talking about, if you think you can just deal with it or figure something out in the heat of the moment, you are making a big mistake. You see, if you have an addiction, then your prefrontal cortex is not functioning that well. Now, your PFC is the part of the brain that is responsible for self-control, and when you are about to relapse, your PFC actually almost shuts off completely. Yes, they have done research on this. And then, since you are so used to going into the left relapse road here, whenever you feel urges or whenever you feel uncomfortable and want to escape, well then without your PFC in gear, you'll just automatically end up taking the left road. So what you need to be doing here is to come up with a plan in advance on what to do when that sucky void hits. And not only that, but then also start rehearsing for it, kind of like a fire drill. Okay, so let's say you come up with a plan that the next time you feel that sucky void, you are going to turn off your computer and go for a 30-minute walk. Alright, that's great. Now you have a plan. But in order to combat the left road here that is so deeply ingrained, you need to start putting in reps on the right road here. And the beauty of this is that you can do this even when you are not feeling the sucky void. Let's say you're just sitting there at your computer. Well, then you literally pretend that it's happening and then you go, aha, there's that sucky void again. Time to execute my plan immediately. And you literally shut down your computer and you go for a walk even though you didn't have any real urges. Now, I realize this may sound a bit stupid, but it is not, because every time you practice like that, you are literally tramping down this anti-relapse path to the right here. Just think about it. Then when that sucky void happens for real, you have now already taken the right path quite a few times, and this makes it so much easier to find it then in the heat of the moment. Whereas if you don't plan and rehearse in advance, well then when the time comes, you'll just always end up to the left here, just because you have always gone that way. This planning and rehearsing in advance is way more powerful than you think.
So if you take only one thing away from my story, let it be this. The longer you stay on this no porn journey, the more you will wake up to what porn has really stolen from you. But the good news is you can take it all back. And that's exactly why I created the 4-step porn crushing system. A proven system designed for men who are serious about quitting porn for good. After years of relapsing, experimenting and learning, I am proud to say I really figured it out. This system, my 4-step porn crushing system, is built on the exact same principles that worked for me. Principles that have since then been refined and fine-tuned even further to help hundreds of men just like you break free from the grips of porn. In fact, just yesterday I got this email from a guy named Mylan. Quote, "Hi Bob, I want to thank you for helping me with your no porn program. Best money I ever spent. I was so desperate at one time that I prayed to God to help me, and the next thing I know, I saw your program pop up on my YouTube. I bought it and followed the instructions. I am now 100 plus days in, and I love this stability because I have never ever felt better." Unquote. He also sent me a before and after picture, and I promised him to respect his privacy, so I'm not going to show those, but let me just say the transformation was nothing short of remarkable. Milan's story is just one of many. Hundreds of men who found real, lasting success using this exact system. And this can be you as well. Listen, you don't have to do this alone. You do not have to spend years and years like I did stumbling around through trial and error. Instead, you can follow in the exact footsteps of someone who has already figured it out. In just a few months, you could be experiencing the same transformation Milan did. Stability, confidence, and freedom are right within your reach, but only if you act now. Listen. If you're tired of relapsing, have lost trust in yourself, and frustrated with feeling like you'll never break free, you owe it to yourself to try the 4-step bone crushing system, because I'm telling you guys, this is here to help you get your life back on track fast. With this program, you'll get step-by-step guidance to escape the porn's grip and to create a new, stronger version of yourself. No more time wasted. No more frustration. Just real, lasting change. The stability, confidence, and freedom you're craving are waiting for you, but you got to take action now. So if you're ready to reclaim your power and finally end your porn addiction, click the link below right now and get started today. And okay guys, if you ever wondered why the flatline happens and why you sometimes fall back into it, you can take a look at the video you see on the screen right here, as over there, I share exactly what's going on with that. This is Scandinavian Bob signing out for today. Consider giving me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.